Hey guys, guess what time it is? That's right, it's cooking time. How could you tell? Oh yeah, I'm wearing my cooking apron. My hair is pulled back so I don't get hair in the food. And my hands have been clean. 20 seconds I went under the water. I'm all good to go. Time to cook. All right, today we're going to be making crispy thumbprint cookies. Now this is a holiday cookie, but you can use it for any time, and we're celebrating. We're celebrating our health. We're celebrating hope. We're celebrating Jesus. We have a lot to celebrate. So we're gonna make cookies. Now, this recipe, 3 dozen cookies. I know, how cool is that, right? Now 3 dozen is 36 cookies according to my calculations. Am I correct, Mr. Hughes?
Yes, you are.
Awesome. Now, whole family can just hoard it and eat it all, or you can give it to loved ones that you know are going to be okay with cooked items right now, or friends that you know are going to be okay with cooked items right now. But we're going to have a lot of fun. Okay, so let's get started. You're going to need to get a big bowl this time because it's a lot of stuff that's going to be put in here. Then you can have a wooden spoon, you can do a mixer or a handheld mixer to mix things up. I'm going to be using a handheld mixer. It's a little loud, so just bear with me. Okay, first thing you need to do is you need to preheat your oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. Now remember, preheat means you gotta heat it up, get to that level before you put things in. So my oven is ready, I have preheated it, I'm ready to mix and rock and roll. Yellow cake mix is one of the ingredients. We're gonna start with that. Now, I don't know this recipe by heart, so if you see me glancing at the ingredients, that's okay. That's why I sent it to you, so you can glance at it too. It's not being very cooperative. It's not gonna explode.
It's gonna explode on you.
It's not gonna explode.
Just get some scissors.
Nope. Nope. I know what I'm doing. I'm a professional. Ha! Do you apologize? Okay. That is done. This can go in recycling. This can go in the trash. Okay, next we need to add oil and water. So I'm going to add water first. I always do water first, then I put my oil in there. So you need 1/4 cup of water. Then you need half a cup of vegetable oil right here. So I'm going to put it right here. Close this up. Now, don't hold it in your hand when you pour, because then you won't get an accurate amount. You need a flat surface like this counter. And pour, 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 pour. More, 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 more. A little bit more, a little bit more. Ta-da! Done. That is a half of a cup. Now, pour that in there. Okay, next we're going to add an egg. Crack it. Now you see I have egg yolk all over my hands? You can't cook with that. So you have to wash it off. Egg yolk is not good on your hands, egg stuff, so you have to wash it off. All better. Now what you're going to do is you're going to mix this up. This is what it looks like right now. And you're going to mix that up. Start off with a low speed, about 1 or 2. And then as it's mixing, go a little bit more. I'm on 3. mix it really, really good so there's no powder stuff. Now because I'm using a handheld mixer, I have to mix and turn my bowl. Calming it down, calming it down. Alrighty. Now I will leave these for my children because they love to lick. I'm gonna put this to the side. Okay, now it looks like this. The next thing we're going to add is Rice Krispies. So we are done with this. I'm going to move it out of the way so I have more room. Okay, now 3 cups of Rice Krispies. You don't want to just put all 3 in. It's going to be very hard to stir that way. So we're going to do a cup at a time. Because next we're going to be using this to stir it in. Now, the ingredients say walnuts. If you like walnuts, go ahead and throw it in. I am not a walnut person in my cooking and in my goodies, so I am not going to use walnuts. What? Could you use chocolate chips? I guess so, but I'm not going to. What, other nuts? Well, if you like other nuts, I suppose so too. But I'm not going to. I'm just going to stick with Rice Krispies. Alright, so I have my measuring cup. I'm going to fill this up to the top. Okay, then I'm going to spread it over. And so it's not in one big heap. All right, then we're going to stir that in. Ooh, I can hear it. Crunch, crunch, crunch. All right, now it's time to add another cup. I'm going to stir that in. Ooh! I can actually hear it snap, crackle, and pop. I guess all those commercials are right. It really does snap, crackle, and pop. Okay, I'm going to look at my ingredients, make sure I'm on the right track. Let's see. 3, yep, 1 more cup. On the right track. It's getting harder to stir too. Just push those to the side and clean up later. Never cough on your food. That's gross. Always turn your head or go in your arm. Like that. Nope, not even sneezing. Turn your head when you sneeze or walk away when you're sneezing. All right, yeah, have you noticed? Look how thick it's getting. Ugh. Gotta have muscle power right now. Muscle power. Get all nice and goopy. Ugh, almost ready to put it on the pan. Ugh. Getting closer. Whew, I'm sweaty. Whew. Now you take another utensil to scrape off. Okay, so this is what it looks like now. Now it's actually ready to put on a cookie sheet. Put this. That's good. So far, so good. In the sink. This, we're done. Put it to the side. Alrighty. Clean up any spilled Rice Krispies. You can put it in the trash, or if your parents let you put it in the sink, you can put it in the sink. But Mama says put it in the trash, you listen to Mama and put it in the trash, okay? Okay. Now here's our cookie sheet. Now I put foil on so my cookie doesn't stick to the pan, the cookie sheet. You can
non-stick foil.
Non-stick foil. Thank you, Mr. Hughes. Non-stick foil. Non-stick foil. That's what you need. You can use probably wax paper as well.
Or spray.
Or a spray. Can you use a spray? You do? Oh, look at that. You can use that pan spray that we used the last couple of times. I don't like to use that when I'm cooking cookies though, because it makes my cookies slide all over the place. So I use the non-stick foil. All right, where's that spoon? Okay, this is a teaspoon. So you're gonna do, no, this is a teaspoon. You can tell a teaspoon because the tablespoon is bigger than the teaspoon. Teaspoon is smaller than a tablespoon, so we need to do a teaspoon.
Sorry.
Okay. One nice big gulp, and you stick it on just like that. You're gonna fill up your pan. Now you have to do a little bit of space in between each cookie, or else it will go mush together and you won't have a separate cookie. So you need to leave a little bit of room. Just like that. Beautiful. I'll just put it right on top of it. It's a good spot for it. Now, you can use the same pan, or you can have many cooking sheets to go ahead and make a whole bunch of cookies. Once again, this makes a lot of cookies. This recipe makes a lot of cookies. So you can do more than one cookie sheet. I will be using more than one cookie sheet after I put this in the oven. I'll get some others ready. Okay. Now I'm going to put this in a safe spot because I'm going to use it again. See, I still have a lot of batter left. Now we have to do what's called a thumbprint. A thumbprint. So you need to have a jam. I chose boysenberry, but it's seedless. Boysenberries, raspberries, blackberries, they have little seeds. And sometimes when you chomp down on it, you chomp down on a seed that could hurt, or it gets stuck in your teeth. I don't like that. So I did seedless boysenberry. You can use any jam that you want. Any jam that you like. And then you can use butter or powdered sugar so your thumb doesn't get stuck in on your cookie. So we're just going to put a little bit on a plate like that. So you can put your thumb there. So put your thumb on there and then you press down and it doesn't stick. It sticks a little bit, but not as bad if you didn't have it. Now you want to make a nice little valley almost, a little bump or a hole, little groove. And it's why, because it's called thumbprints, because you do that with your thumb. And you do that to all the cookies. You make a nice, now don't go too far. You don't go all the way to the pan. Do not go all the way to the pan. Once again, this is powdered sugar, white powdered sugar that I'm doing this with. See, I'm making like a little hole, but not all the way down to the bottom. Just enough so I can put my jam in there. Because if you go down on the bottom, then the jam's going to come out from the bottom. You don't want to do that. This one's not behaving, but that's okay. We'll make it behave. Now, if you don't have powdered sugar, what you can do is use butter. All right, so I have a nice big dip in all of them. Let me do this one a little bit more. There we go. All right, I'm going to take a little paper towel, wipe off my hands. Now, you're going to need to get, that's a half, you can use a half, the instructions say half, but I have on good authority from my mother-in-law, Mr. Hughes' mom. She says, use a fourth instead. So, now a fourth is a little bit smaller. The reason why is that you don't want to put too much on your cookie or it will spill over and then you get a yucky cookie. So I'm going to use a fourth. And if I need to use a little bit more, I'll just put a little bit more in. It's better to be safe than sorry. So all the thumbprint holes that I made, I'm going to put some jam in there. Just like that. That's perfect. Now remember, you don't want to put too much jam. Like I said, it will boil over the cookie and then make a mess. Come on, little jam. It's stuck. I'm going to use my finger. My fingers are clean, so it's okay. Remember, I washed them for 20 seconds. Almost done. Da, 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 da. It's not even cooked and it smells good already. I like it when that happens. 2 more to go. Putting them in those little grooves that I made.
Look like craters of a volcano to me.
Ooh, yeah, from meteorites. or volcanoes. That's awesome. Good comparison, Mr. Hughes.
You were talking about meteorites this week, weren't you?
I was with the second grades. We were talking about meteorites and things like that from our reading. We were talking, it was shooting stars. Okay, this batch is ready to go into the oven. Okay, let's check to see. 9 to 11 minutes, so it doesn't take long at all. Get an adult to help you. Oven is hot, so you need an adult. Adult. Yes, good, adult. All right, putting it right in there. I'm going for 10 minutes. Okay. Now, while those are cooking, I would make the rest of my batch and I would keep putting them in. But right now I'm going to take a little break to show you our first batch. And then I'm going to try it to see if it really worked. And after that, I'm going to make the rest of the batch. So I'm going to see you guys in 10 minutes. Mwah! Bye-bye. See you soon. Okay, everybody. Time is almost up to get the cookies out of the oven. And I can smell them. They're smelling wonderful, but we need to check to see if they're browning when we hear the timer. Now I want to show you, while this was in the oven, I was continuing making more cookies to put in the oven after they come out. So I get those ones out and we put the next batch in. But what do we have? Yes, grown-ups helping us. Oh, the timer's going by. It's almost time. Oh, I can't wait. It's smelling so good. It's down to 20 seconds. The anticipation is killing me. 15 seconds. Okay, ready? Stay with me. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ah, all right. Hot pads. Don't want to burn yourself. Opening it up. Ooh. Are they nice and brown? They are nice and brown. All right, we're going to take it out. We're going to put them over here. We're going to let them cool. Now I put them on 10 minutes. I'll probably put them on 9 minutes. So I'm going to put my next batch in. Now you can do 2 or 3 sheets at a time. That's okay. And I'm going to put it for 9 minutes this time. But Mr. Hughes loves crunchy cookies, so I make a special batch just for him. All right, so second batch is in. Now come on over here. Here it is. Now, here's what's called a cooling rack. This is where you can put muffins and especially cookies on here. If you don't have a cooling rack, that is okay. I didn't always have a cooling rack. So what I did was I let it cool off a little bit in the pan, and then I just got a plate out and put them on a plate to finish cooling off. But since I do have a cooling rack, I'm gonna go ahead and use it. This takes about 1 to 1.5 minutes, so 1 minute and 30 seconds to cool before you put it on here. Now I'm gonna get my little spatula out, and I'm going to go ahead and put it on the cooling rack to cool a little further. But they look great. Now that white stuff, remember, is just the powdered sugar, so it's an extra little of a sugar. No one can complain about that. All right, now before you eat it, Mr. Hughes is going to get a close-up. Doesn't that look good? Now before you eat it, make sure it's cooled off. But because we're short on time, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to eat it even it's a little hot. I'm going to take a bite. So, let's see. Okay, here it goes. Okay. That is really good. Hot. Really hot. But it's so good. I'm going to finish baking the rest. You bake yours. Hey, if you do this, send me a picture of your cookies. I would love to see it. I love watching you guys bake. Okay, my little bakers. Bye. I'm going to finish this off.